Hey everyone, Bex and Kobe reporting in for days 22 and 23 of Kobe's settling in journey. I thought tonight we would go over some car training stuff. So it's really important when you get your greyhound to sort of think about their background, and if they have raced a bit, then they're generally a little bit more okay with cars than if they've not raced. Usually their first sort of experience with your car is you've gone and picked them up and they've had a journey back to your home, and that can be quite stressful for the dog. You know, they're in a new car with new people, they don't know what's going on, so often they can be a bit scared of cars. So this guy, he has proved to be a really good traveller, and he also raced a wee bit, so I think he's going to be absolutely fine with the car. But I'm still going to take you through the steps that I would go through if your dog was a little bit sort of windy about the car, shall we say. So you can see behind me, I've backed up the car so it's a little bit easier for the dog to jump in. So we've just got a little lip just where the lawn sort of meets the driveway, and it just makes that step a little bit lower. So what I would do to start with, I've got some treats, and I would just place them on the car like so. So we're just creating that the car's a good place. So if your dog's really scared of the car, this is definitely where I'd start, and you'd probably need to do that a few times to get them used to the car, and I think he's just going to jump right in. So then the next step, after you've done that, and if you're going anywhere, I would definitely have a bed in here, but we're not going anywhere. And what I've also done is laid down one of the seats, so that it's a bit more open. Often jumping into an enclosed space can be quite scary for a dog. These guys, they have effectively had everything done for them, so they haven't been taught to jump into vehicles, and if we're asking them to go in, often making it a bit more open can be really helpful for them. So what I would do is just stand up and try and lure Kobe in with a treat. Good boy. And that's perfect. Popping his front feet in there and then giving him a reward. Good boy. And then to get him out, again, just calling him down with a treat. Good boy. Clever lad. And from there, just top up my treats. Good boy. Come on. From there, you can start throwing a treat in. And what that does is this arm motion will then become your cue to get in the car. Come on, out you come. So when it comes to getting your dog out, let's pop Kobe in. Good boy. So I'm just going to shut the boot on him. So he's in the car. What I like to do to stop dogs sort of rushing out, because they often learn to jump out really quickly, often quicker than they learn to jump in, is I like to be ready, have the lead already on the dog so I can grab that and sneak in under with a treat. So I'm shoving a treat straight in the face, so they've got a treat to eat, and what that does is it just stops that sort of opening the boot and they rush out straight away. Come on then. Right, so if you don't have sort of a hatchback vehicle and you've got more of a sort of sedan type, this is how I would start the training to get in the back seat of the sedan. I'm just going to pop this up. You are so unhelpful, dog. As you can see, Kobe is clearly quite happy in a vehicle. Come on. Good boy. So what I would do is open up the seat. I'm just going to block him. And I'd actually get in there first myself. So I would have the dog on a lead. And to start with, I would get in and feed treats from in the door. Okay, so we're just getting them used to this space. And this can be scary because it's quite closed in. So they have to think about sort of how big the space is versus how big their body is. And then I would just climb across and lure him in with treats. And if you just get this far on your first go, that is absolutely fine. So I'm going to scoot across and see if he'll come all the way in. Oh, clever lad, clever boy. Good lad. Awesome. Okay team, I hope you found that helpful. I think this guy is definitely a fan of the car. As I've already said, he travelled really well, so I think he's going to be a dog that really enjoys rides in the car, and there's not going to be too many issues with him. I think he might even go in there now given half a chance, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, any questions, pop them in the comments, and I hope everyone is doing well.